YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Jason from the Lock Talk. I'm gonna break down every single game for the MLB for April 14th, Tuesday, baby Tuesday. And if you missed out yesterday, well, it's your time to get some winners for these games. I'm gonna go through every single game, talk about the money line, the totals, maybe even some props. So if you wanna get some winners for these MLB predictions today, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, because someone who leaves a comment will get a chance to win a free daily card. I'm gonna pull a winner for yesterday's daily card today at the end of this video. So make sure you tap in. And hey man, I'm gonna go straight into the games, man. I put how we did yesterday. We went 3-2. My three biggest plays ended up winning. And then of course, across my premium chat, there's one. Let's start talking about these games, man. We do have also NBA today. The play-in games, those are gonna be good as well, but I don't have time to talk about it here. Let's start talking about the first game on the board, man. I'm gonna be using, once again, my own dashboard to going through these game cards. So first game on the board, we're gonna be talking about, let me zoom in real quick, because I've been updating it, language and things like that. Let's go into it right here. First game on the board, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks against the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles are -145 favorites, Arizona +124. So Merrick Kelly, I believe this will be his first start of the season. I don't think we saw him play yet. Yep, not yet. And he wasn't looking that great the last time I did see him. Last time he played, and which was last year, right? Last time he played, September 21st. Gave up a ton of runs, man. He was not looking good. And, oops, sorry. Yep, sorry. So, was not really looking that great. Merrick Kelly, I guess he's back on the Arizona Diamondbacks. I thought he was on the Texas Rangers, but he used to be on the Diamondbacks back in the day, and I guess they got him back. He's okay. There was a point where he was a pretty good first five pitcher, was a good starter. He was right below Zach Gallen, who was their supposed or prospective ace pitcher, which I guess he is. But you know, he's been top tier pitcher. Trevor Rogers, he used to play for the Marlins. You know, simply put, in this game, I'm not gonna lie, I think that he's the starting pitcher. Merrick Kelly, look, we'll see what happens. The main thing really is, like I said in my last video, where I thought starting pitcher, I thought Baltimore was the better bats. I do think the Brewers are probably the better bats here. We haven't seen Merrick Kelly. We've seen Trevor Rogers look pretty good. We've seen the Orioles do very, very well like past games. So this price, I don't love it. Like, it's pretty high. If we take a look, let me see. Where is he? Let's see his move right here. So -145. Weather looks to be actually a really good spot right now for over. So this is the reason why my dad likes Orioles money line and the over in the full game. I don't dislike either. I think Trevor Rogers could get hit up. I said Diamondbacks have not been that same team in terms of hitting wise, but the pitching wise definitely not bigger. Their bullpen's not that strong. You see right here, 142 xFIP. Bullpen here for the Orioles not as good either, but I think we have technically maybe a little bit of a stronger start. We haven't seen Merrick Kelly yet, so I'm not willing to, plus money odds. I'm not really sure. So I'm not in love with this price, though. My lean would still be, though, to the over 8.5 or Baltimore money line. But obviously, you guys can do whatever you want. But that's why I'm in that game for the first game on the board. Again, this is all at 6:45, guys, so you don't have to go super, super late to do any of this. Next game on the board, we have the San Francisco Giants against the Cincinnati Reds. Looks like public's kind of on the Cincinnati Reds. I mean, they've been looking good. Last time, I believe, let's see who won their last game. They lost their last game against the Angels, actually lost that series 1-2. And then the Giants lost their series against the Baltimore Orioles, even though they won that first game. So Cincinnati, basically a pick'em game, depending on what book you have, obviously. You can line shop, get a 5-point spread. Best line for Cincinnati looks to be on Caesars. Best line in San Fran looks to be on FanDuel. Let's see, where do I go? Let's see. All right, hold on. I got to find where the Cincinnati Reds. It's out of order, I guess, for this one. See, right here. Okay, there we go. Brady Singer against Robbie Ray. Robbie Ray, back in the day, he used to be one of the best starting pitchers, was on the Seattle Mariners. He's not their ace anymore, I think. I don't know who I would consider their ace at Cincinnati. I don't think their ace is Singer either. But the main thing really is going to be the pitching and the hitting, man. So San Francisco not been a great hitting team at all this year. But the Cincinnati Reds, I mean, they haven't been good either, man. xFIP, in terms of the bullpen, Reds, I think, Giants have a pretty good bullpen. Reds hasn't really been the case. And we'll see, man. Look, the Giants have 3 left-handed bats, while Cincinnati looks they're going to have almost all right-handers. So it's going to be interesting in how Robbie Ray does in this spot. And the reason why I say that is because we take a look at his last few games. He got 7 strikeouts in his last 2 games. Phillies and New York Mets. That's pretty goddamn good, man. He went 6 innings, 5 innings, and both of those games. So he's had an incredible start to his year. Brady Singer, on the other hand, let's see how many outs. So he only went 8 innings against this Marlins team, who I've been saying great team so far. 5 innings, 4 innings. I mean, he's been getting cracked, man. I mean, the thing is, will Brady Singer, who does give up contact, has given up some chances, will he give it up to a Giants team who has not been that effective offensively? And I mean, look at my mind. They think Cincinnati, the bats, will be the reason why they prevail. First 5 money line. They think actually, even with his poor starts, that Brady Singer will do better than Robbie Ray. I'm not really sure that's the case. I do think, the pitching maybe is a little bit on the side of Robbie Ray. But the Cincinnati Red team is dangerous, man. They're playing in Cincinnati. Robbie Ray obviously playing in San Fran. He's playing in Seattle. And for a majority of his career, both very pitcher-friendly ballparks. So he's always done that great against, in this environment. So lean with the Cincinnati Reds. I kind of like what, let's see, 15th round. Doesn't look like, but I'll say this, and I've said it before in other videos. For some reason, Cincinnati's ballpark, even though it's so small, weather can be very positive for runs, it has been the best park for hitting. So in terms of where my has it, full game over still. All right. I mean, look, Singer has not great, but I'd say I'd lean with this way. I'm not sure I'll make it an official play or not, but I like it for the reasons stated in this, right? Cincinnati Reds money line, first 5 maybe, and then maybe over on the full game. But I'll say this, I mean, if you've been wagering on overs for Cincinnati small park, you've been getting kind of toasted. They have not went over as much as they have been in the past. But all right, let's see. Let's go back to games. Let's see. Next game on the board, we got the Washington Nationals against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's see. Do I have them up here? Nope. All right, I think a little bit lower. All right, right here. Miles Michaels, Mitch Keller. 2 guys. I can't believe Miles Michaels is still in the starting lineup. As you see right here in my starter analysis, he looks to be weak. Mitch Keller's been solid. He's been kind of like, best right after Paul Skeens, who did incredible yesterday. Even though he gave up some runs, his bats backed them up. This Pittsburgh Pirates team, man, very, very good. And they, again, are pretty sizable favorites. Minus 175 on the money line. Miles Michaels, man, he gives up a lot of contact. This Pittsburgh team is not that bad, man. I'm going to be honest. Take a look at the WRC plus numbers. Above league average for sure. When it comes to the Washington Nationals, they've been still very good. Still one of the better teams in the league in hitting. But look, man, their bullpen is what they're so terrible at. Even if Miles Michaels, I don't think he's going to do that great. Even if he does fairly well, that bullpen is not good. Pittsburgh's not that great either, but for sure, this Washington team has not been great. So, I mean, I think I like money line Pittsburgh first 5. I know it's a lot of juice to lay. Do you want to lay the run line? I don't like laying run lines for teams that are at home because you only get at maybe 8 frames. If it's not up by 2, you don't have that chance to cover. So, but for the sake of the video, I'll leave on Pittsburgh. I think they have the better, just as good. I mean, I think they have enough bats to go get past Miles Michaelis, who has not been really pitching that well. We look at some, let's see, the hitting. Let's see, let me go to my rankings real quick. Let's see. So let's see. I don't know if Pittsburgh's up on here anywhere, but let's see. Let's go against right-handed pitching. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be here, but it looks like Nationals are kind of topped off. Let's see, K-rate, they're not here either. I guess they haven't been, but yeah, they haven't been in a lot of these spots or to like the rankings, but they've been a solid hitting team, man. You saw them get, 15 runs in their last game against this same Nationals team. Again, that bullpen is very weak. The starting pitcher is very weak. I think first 5 is fine. I don't mind you laying the money line here. And like I said, when it comes to, obviously, look, everyone's on Pittsburgh. I don't like Miles Michaels. He's been a fade for so many years. Yeah, I mean, I know maybe you think there's some value with him, but it's not looked that good this year, man. He's only nine outs against the St. Louis Cardinals, his former team, and got smacked by the Dodgers as well. So if he can't hold up, the bullpen may not be able to hold up either. So I'd be very careful in this game, but I lean Pittsburgh in this one. All right, next game on the board. Guys, if you've been here this long, man, please, I really do hope you guys can, giving you that subscribe button. Leave a comment. If you do leave a comment, we'll be giving a free daily card in the next video for everyone who comments and subscribes right here. But I will be pulling the winner from yesterday's video at the end of the video. So let me just get straight into this. Let's see. All right. Starting pitchers on the board. Framber Valdez, obviously former on the Astros against Cole Reagans. I got two guys who used to be individual aces for the teams. Let me see. It might be in terms of my list. Let's see, where is it at? Right here. All right. So, obviously, we got to take into consideration the bats, right? The bats, both these guys are left-handed pitchers, and both teams have not been hitting that great to lefties. Both bullpens have been okay. Look, Cole Reagans is a starter for that Royals team. Has he always been performing that fashion? I don't know. Framber, I thought this was a really good pickup. He's been very good. Guy's a beast, but he does rely on contact. And, the one thing for him so far, this Kansas City team has not been hitting that well, all right? So I don't know how scared I am about these Royals bats, but let's take a look at Framber, man. Framber, in terms of earned runs, gave up 8 earned runs against Minnesota. I've been telling you, Minnesota's a lot better than what people think. They haven't been really pricing them that well. I didn't give him out in premium to win, but I did say in the video I liked Minnesota in their last game. He only went 5 innings, but, he did good against – I faded St. Louis in the last game. I think they're okay. Framber, in terms of his strikeouts, he's a strikeout pitcher. Again, he's a contact pitcher. And the reason why that may matter, right, as they're playing in Detroit, is the weather. And it looks like the weather is very positive for runs, man. So that's not very good, in my opinion, if you want to back Detroit in this game. Let's see, what do I – my motto likes Kansas City money line. First, usually it likes money line, but unless the bullpen's that much. But on the game, that's it. Even though the weather looks to be very positive for runs. Look, I just think that the Royals, I think Cole Reagans is okay. I just don't like the pitching style of Framber, that he's a contact pitcher. Look, Cole Reagans, has he done that amazing so far? Not really either. Look, gave up runs to Cleveland, but like I said, Cleveland's been a really good team. I think they've been underrated. Went against this same Minnesota team that cracked Framber, didn't give up any earned runs, but didn't get the victory. It wasn't his fault. His bats, they just didn't back him up. So this might be the game. Maybe Kansas City can get some. And I think this game's kind of 50-50. You're going to give me plus Kansas City. Let's see. Give me Kansas City on the. I think honestly they still have a lot of bats. Mikal Garcia, Bobby Witt, Vinny Pasquantino. My model likes it. I like it too. How about this under though? But yeah, give me KC on the money line in this one. All right, so about the next game on the board. We're flying through these guys. There's a lot of games on the board, so be patient. If you do have any questions though, put it in the comments down below. I'll try my best to answer when I go through the comments. We got the Chicago Cubs against the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies, man, they absolutely romped this Chicago team yesterday. We got to take a look. It was it 13-7. Chicago still got some runs in. Hey, got the job done. Let's see. Where do I have this game? Oh, maybe it's a little bit higher. Or did I pass it already? Or maybe it's up here. I don't know where I have it. Let's see. Nico, okay, there we go. Here we go. Chicago Cubs got Riley Martin against Aaron Nola. I don't know who Riley Martin even is, but looks to be probably a prospect, maybe coming from the minors. I've done too much research on him, but that's the reason why I got my AI and all my agents to look it up for me. But he looks to have been okay. I don't know. There's no even information from all the game stats. So let me see if I can maybe find some things on my own. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go through it. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to go through it for you. Where's Riley Martin? Let's see. Riley Martin. Let's see. I'm going to be looking for him. I'm looking at another sheet, guys. I apologize. Let's see. All right, hold on. Let's see. So let's look at Riley Martin real quick. Let's see. How's he done? Has he had any game logs this year? Let's see. He came out as basically a relief pitcher. Went against Pittsburgh 2 separate times. Let's see. In the minors, how's he done? Let's see, 2025. In the minors, he did okay. He's not quickly scanned. He's obviously, this is a different ball game. He's gonna face the Phillies. They've not been that great against left-handed pitchers. Clearly see 59.3 WRC plus. The bullpen obviously is very solid. Questionable for the Chicago. Chicago has done a little bit better against right-handed pitching than Philly has done against left-handed pitching. That's the reason why my model at least likes Chicago Cubs on the first 5 or the money line. The problem is, how will Riley Martin do in this game? Because I want to see how he's done against, let's see, minors 2025. Let's see. He has not done that great against left-handed bats. And when we go through this, they have 5 left-handed bats right here. 500 left-handed bats against for the Phillies. So it's up to Riley Martin. I haven't really seen him pitch, so it's really tough for me to make a decision. But the problem is, Aaron Nola has not looked that great, man. I don't like Aaron Nola that much. He's not looked that amazing. I mean, you take a look, the last game, I had him against the Giants, but to the Giants. That's the reason why they lost. They ended up losing 5-0 in that game. He did okay against Colorado, but Colorado I don't think is that amazing. And then got the win against Texas. Texas gave up 3. So he has not been that impressive. So I think it's worth a dog shot, bro. +1, was it 130, +127, +134 for Chicago Cubs on the money line and the first 5. Let's see, first 5. We get the money line, +118. I don't mind it, bro. Even, let's see, we get the half run maybe, -118. I don't mind it, man. I think Chicago, we'll see how Riley Barton does. I honestly don't know too much about him, but just the bats, how unreliable Aaron Nola is. I think Chicago could get right here and get a win and up the score, whether it's in the first 5 or full game. So I'll leave Chicago in this one. All right, let's see. Let's go back. Let's go on to the next game on the board, guys. So we have a few more games left. I'm going to try to quickly go through them. Next game on the board, we got the Los Angeles Angels against the New York Yankees. The Angels almost won that game. And now they got Reed Detmers against Ryan Weathers. Ryan Weathers, I believe, is from the Marlins, but he's been pretty good, man. Pretty serviceable, solid pitcher. Again, another left-handed starter against of the Angels against the Yankees. And look, I'll be honest, it's kind of crazy that the Angels almost came back and won that game. They were getting cracked in the first 5. Suzuki, oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Pitcher for the Angels yesterday did not get the job done. He did get hit up. He's had a lot of history. But the Yankees, let's see how they do in this one, man. Like, they're definitely doing better against lefties on their last game, but the bullpens have been exploitable for sure. Ryan Weathers, he's been a decent pitcher again. I mean, Angels have been better against left-handed pitching than the in. And that's the reason why he likes the Angels on the first 5 and the money line. The starting pitching-wise, Ryan Weathers probably better, but I don't know. I think Detmers, he's either really hit or man. Like, that's the thing of him. He has a lot of history. He's gone against this Yankees team a bunch of times. In terms of his performance, got cracked last night against Atlanta. Again, Atlanta's a much better against left-handed pitching than the Yankees. And look at here, the stats against left-handed pitching in the last 30 days. See, 20-25 ranked last year. The last 30 is going to include mainly how they've been doing more recently. So, yeah, I think for me, I think the value on the Angels, maybe it's .5, maybe it's the first 5. I think Reed Detmers can get the job done here. I don't think it's maybe as solid, but I don't think Ryan Weathers is that amazing. I think they can maybe get to him, maybe get a few runs. They've been hitting very well. And if Reed can maybe get solid, he's not always been this solid. Obviously, like I said, when you bet on dogs, you're not going to find it being perfect, right? Detmers can get touched up. The Yankees can definitely get to him. But let's see if, besides their last start against the last game, against another left-handed starter, maybe they'll be back into not well, and the Angels can get a little bit of an edge. We're not getting as compensated, but we look at the first 5 or even the full game, right? On the run line, +0.5, -110. If it goes tied again, you win. But I also think the Angels can get to Ryan Weathers, man. So Angels, I lean their way in this one. All right, guys. Next, speaking about the Marlins and the Braves, we have the Marlins against the Atlanta Braves. Atlanta, man, getting a lot of the money, a lot of the love. Atlanta is -155 favorites. And I told you in the last one, man, Miami's the real deal, bro. They won 10-4 in the last game. You see right here. And let's see what my dashboard likes in this one. Looks like, in terms of the starter, Max Meyer's really good. Renato Lopez is not someone I like. I don't think he's a really good starter at all. But again, the hitting for both teams are solid. Bullpens are kind of similar in my opinion. But let's see where we go for this one. Miami Marlins, I like them, bro. Like I said, I think the Marlins have been underrated for a lot of these games. I think Max Myers is the better starting pitcher in this game. Maybe the Atlanta bats show up here versus Miami, but Miami's bats have been very good, so it's not like I'm too concerned about them keeping up, even if Max Myers doesn't have his best day. I mean, we take a look at Max Myers. Let's see. He's pretty much done what he needed to do, right? He's gone 5 innings almost every single game. The only game he did was against the Yankees. The Yankees kind of got to him, I believe. Look at his earned runs. 2. But he went 3-2-1. And, I mean, look, this Colorado team has been they've been that great, so this is not a great look. But only 2 earned runs to the Yankees. That's a quality start. And 1 earned run against Cincinnati. So he's doing what he's there to do. Go 5 innings, reduce the runs. And I think they can do it here against the Braves. But I also think, even if he doesn't, Renato Lopez is not a guy to back at all, man. In terms of his earned runs, yeah, he hasn't done that terrible, right? He gave one against Casey. They haven't been hitting that amazing like we've shown. Arizona not been hitting that amazing. And I did great against this Angels team. But, we will see, bro. I've not been a big fan of Lopez. I mean, we've seen how he's done. Let's see. I don't want to see. But, the stats right here for him, I don't know. I think if we take a look even at his xFIP or just his own xFIP, 5.8 xFIP, I don't know, man. Give me the Miami Marlins. I think they could get the full game win again or even the first 5. And we are, to a certain extent, being compensated. Well, +1 to money line. You go to the first 5, so you get the run line, +0.5, -125, not bad. But if you want to take the money line, it's probably like +110. So, yeah, I like Miami in this one. Guys, we have a few more games left. Let's see. Oh, we got a few more games. We got next day. Let's go to the next game. Tampa Bay, man. The White Sox against the Tampa Bay Rays. Shane McClanahan. We don't have a starting pitcher for the White Sox, I believe, yet. But let's see. Maybe my AI picked it up. Nope. Like, has Noah Schultz. Not too much knowledge about him. Obviously, Shane McClanahan, he's viewed as unavailable, but he used to be their ace. He's coming off injury. He's looked okay in his last few games, I'm not going to lie. I mean, he's not really gotten that far. Got cracked a little bit in Chicago. Got cracked by Milwaukee. So he has not looked his best, man. I'm not going to lie. He's not looked his best. Tampa Bay's not a super big favorite. Over under 7.5. Let's see what the weather. I know Detroit weather was positive. It has looked super positive for Chicago in this one. So I know it's not in the same state, but they're kind of close. So maybe I thought, we'll see. But in this one, it looks like they like Chicago, bro. Even though we have no knowledge about Noah Schultz. And Shane, he's obviously going to get priced like a favorite because due to his pedigree and even just how, I guess, Tampa been doing. But I don't know. I mean, I think full game, we got to go with Tampa Bay. Even bullpen's not look great. I mean, Chicago's historically had a really bad bullpen. It leans over, but first 5 money line. There might be something there. Both teams have not hit that well, as you can clearly see. But, yeah, it's really tough to price. I don't know too much about, starting pitcher. And Shane has not looked that good. Yeah, I mean, bro, I think, it might be a stage Shane McClanahan. Again, he's injury. He's not done that great to start his year. So I'll lean with Chicago. But, again, maybe a game I'd probably skip and just watch. Just given all the things I mentioned. But it's probably heavy Rays money. Yeah, I mean, looks like a decent setup maybe for Chicago. But we'll see. Next game on the board, we got the Toronto Blue Jays against the Milwaukee Brewers. Jacob Mizorowski against Kevin Gausman. Kevin Gausman, Mizorowski. I mean, you could argue maybe who's their best. I think Mizorowski was an absolute beast at one point. He was absolutely dusting teams. Been a really strong starter. I mean, take a look at their extra. They look very, very similar. Just the thing will be the Milwaukee bats are just on a different level, man. My 123. See, I look at their rankings. Let's see. Can I look at how they've been doing against random pitching? Let's see. Milwaukee top 5. I mean, there's not too much to say on the Milwaukee Brewers. Nah, they low K rate. I guess they're not, but nope. Let's see. Milwaukee. They also are patient on the pitchers right here. Walk rate. So doesn't mean that, they're obviously going to do the best against, their opposing teams. But things to see if you want to back it with their bats being in that fashion. But let's see. Let's go. I got to go down. I like the Milwaukee. I think Gausman's been okay. He's not been like the best starter in the world. Take a look at his earned runs. 3 earned runs in his last game against the Dodgers. Another really good hitting team. Went against Colorado and the Athletics. I mean, Flags are okay. Colorado's not been the best hitting team, so it's not like super impressive that he did all that. And then Mizorowski, he got touched by Boston Red Sox in Boston and gave up 2 earned runs to Tampa Bay. Quality start. His bats backed him up. 1 earned run against Chicago. Bats backed him up. The bats have always backed up Mizorowski, even in last year's game. So I like Milwaukee. I think it's not super expensive to pay for them on the money line. I also think their bullpen, it's not better than the Jays, but I think the starting pitching is not as bad. I think the bats is where it's going to come through. So first 5, Brewers, maybe is where I would lean. Or but that's where I guess I have all the picks. It likes that the best right here. First 5 on the money line. And they're favorites, but let's see what we can get on the money line right here. -110. I don't think that's that bad at all, man. I don't think that's that bad. Yeah, the Milwaukee Brewers on the money line for this one. All right, guys, be patient with me this long. We got a few more games to go, but if you want to see these breakdowns, man, you got to be patient. It takes a lot of work to do this. So next game on the board, we got The Boston Red Sox against the Minnesota Twins. Sonny Gray against Mick Abel. I think he was the prospect for Philly. Did really good to start off his time at Philly, but then got absolutely romped. Minnesota picked him up. Should it be this big of a difference? Let's see. I thought I saw it maybe up here. Nah, did I? Yeah, right here. It likes Boston Red Sox on the money line. So let's see why they like Boston. So Sonny Gray was the ace of the Cardinals. Is he still the ace? I guess, so far 3.1 xFIP. Same thing here for Mick Abel. I think the starting edge definitely goes to Boston. I think it comes down to the bats. Minnesota Twins bats have been pretty good. Boston's been kind of, below league average. They've been kind of league average overall. I think I gotta lean with the Red Sox. Has he best starter all the time? No. There's times where he absolutely dusts teams, strikes out. Sometimes he goes really deep into games. And look at who he's faced, man. Milwaukee, no runs. San Diego, 2 runs. And then he did get cracked against Cincinnati in American Small Park. But, the contact is what makes it tough. Yeah, man, give me the Sox on the money line. I don't think that bad. I also think, they have maybe the better bullpen. No, I guess the bullpens are equal. So, yeah, give me the Boston Red Sox on the money line. And, yeah, my likes it the best, too. So, give me the Red Sox on the money line as well. I'll lean with Sonny Gray. I think he's the better starter. And maybe the bats for Twins are better. But I think, overall, maybe he could shut them down just like he shut down tougher Milwaukee Brewers. And all right, this was one of my premium plays yesterday. We had the Cleveland Guardians, and they got Cantillo against McGreevy. Let's see what we like in this one. Let's go down below. It likes the Guardians first 5 on the line. I guess I have all the game picks. So I don't think this is ever going to pick props. I obviously have my own pitching props right here, right, that I could go through. But honestly, for the sake of the video, it would take way too much time to do that. So I just try to pick money line total or something like that to give to you guys as a lean for the games. Obviously, guys, if you want all my picks, go to the description down below with the pin comment, grab that special for the daily card, or grab a long-term pass. Join us. But, I also have a bunch of other things. If you want to get some of these new prediction markets like a poly market, I have a link that you could skip the line for the wait list. It's also in the pin comment down below. But look, in this game right here, man, Joey Cantillo, bro. I mean, he's been a decent starter. St. Louis has been okay against left-hand. Cleveland's been okay against right-hand pitching. The main thing, obviously, I think is the bullpens. St. bullpen is not good, while Cleveland's bullpen is actually pretty goddamn good. Again, left-handed start, a lot of left-handed bats. We'll see how McGreevy does. McGreevy's been okay, man. McGreevy, I remember last year, there was a time when he was absolutely dusting teams. So far to his year, did pretty good against the Nationals team, was hitting pretty well. Got hit up by Detroit and give him no earned runs to the Rays. So the word's cut out, man. The word's cut out against this Cleveland team. It has Cleveland rated really poorly. I don't think they're this bad against, hitting-wise so far this year. But McGreevy is a pretty good. In terms of Cantillo, I actually don't know how well he's done. But 2026, he's had starts, man, and his bats have backed him up to a certain extent. Not gone super deep into games. St. Louis has been, at least across their metrics, pretty good. But, I mean, I have them not far apart, bro. I just think because of the bullpens. And it likes Cleveland first 5 on the money line. But I like Cleveland full game. I think full game, we'll see how they do. Yeah, give me Cleveland. I think they win again. Just like I cracked the St. Louis Cardinals yesterday. And I think they again, man. So give me Cleveland in this matchup. All right, guys. Let's go into the next game on the board. Colorado Rockies against the Houston Astros. Damn, didn't they just play each other? And I think the Colorado Rockies swept the Astros in their last time out. Let's see. Yeah, they won all their games against the Astros. That was in Colorado. Now in Houston. So maybe that might change something. They got Colton Gordon against Michael Lorenzen. Lorenzen used to be on the Royals. But it likes Houston on the first 5 money line. I don't know why I think doesn't have Lorenzen as a starter. Maybe he's not going to be the starter. Maybe they have someone else starting for him. But Houston, big favorites. I think Houston's a much better team. They got swept the last time. Obviously, a big revenge spot. It's just their bullpen is what's been terrible. So maybe Colton Gordon does well. He hasn't been that great. Michael Lorenzen, if he does start, he hasn't been that great either, at least on the season. Let's see, on the season, how's he pitched? Let's see, he's got, actually he's done, let's see. Oh, I don't know what this is, man. I don't know. If they don't have a starter, maybe he's the starter. Let's see, maybe they have him listed here. Let's go look. Sometimes, yeah, they don't have someone announced there either. Yeah, man, I'll just generally say what I will is that I think the Astros get right. I think the Astros hit very well. Maybe you only want to do the first 5 just given how poor their bullpen is, but they're definitely going to be up to win because they got swept the last time they played. So definitely pay attention. Let's see who their final starter ends up being. But yeah, I like the Astros first 5. You probably have to do run line because it's going to be way too juiced. But yeah, see, maybe the Astros, let's see if maybe the Rockies just have to, I don't know, we'll see. All right, next game on the board, we got the Seattle Mariners against the San Diego Padres. San Diego Padres plus 105 underdog against the Seattle Mariners. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are all over there. Let's see what likes for this game. It likes the under in the full game as the main play. All right, we got Michael King as Brian Wu, and that's the reason why, bro. 2 ace stars. You can say Michael King, you know, before he got hurt was really good, and then he got hurt, was kind of mixed. Brian Wu's definitely their ace in my opinion. This guy I've seen him go 9 innings against the Yankees. I remember I backed the Mariners. Mariners always have good bats. San Diego Padres bats have been okay. Not as good as last year, I think. But let's see how Michael King has done, man. Michael King, 2 earned runs against Pittsburgh. They still won. Gave up 4 earned runs against the Boston Red Sox and give up nothing against this Detroit Tigers team. So Michael King is very solid. And look, we look at the weather. Let's see how the weather is. One worst place, obviously, it was a tough place to hit. 7.5. I don't mind them, man. I think I'll just lean with them. It's really tough for me to pick a side because I think both bats have been okay. Seattle probably has better bats. And I like Brian Wu a lot. Brian Wu has been a really, really good starter. Has that strikeout stuff, can go deep into games. Both guys can. I understand this. I think, it's probably under or pass. In terms of what I think will win, I'll probably lean. I don't know, man. In this one, it likes Mariners first 5, Padres full game. And it might be due to the bullpens. But, yeah, the bullpens are pretty equal. Tough game to call, man. This is a really high quality with 2 high quality stars. And both teams will have bats that are pretty goddamn good. So, yeah, I lean under even with how dangerous both teams' bats are, though. I'll say that for sure. Because both bullpens are pretty solid, man. 3.5 xFIP, not bad at all. All right, next game on the board. We have the Texas Rangers. Shout out to them. We had them with the team total over yesterday. Jeffrey Springs against Mackenzie Gore. Mackenzie Gore is not a guy I like, bro. Let's see what they like. Let's see full game. That's interesting. All right. Mackenzie Gore, I don't know if he's a strong starter, but 3.8 xFIP. He was really good in Chicago in some instances. And Jeffrey Springs used to be, I believe, the ace of Tampa Bay. He's gotten a little bit older. You can see the numbers. Obviously, I think Texas Rangers probably the better team. Just going to depend on how Mackenzie Gore does. If he can shut guys down, which he has the capacity to do so, I think they get the win here. But I'm not sure, man. Let's take a look at Mackenzie Gore. Maybe I'm just bugging out. But in terms of the outs, 15. No earned runs given to Seattle. Let's see. Where is it? Earned runs. Let's see. 3 earned runs against Cincinnati. 2 earned runs against Philly. So 2 quality starts. Did really good against Seattle, though. That's really impressive against a Seattle team that actually I think is very, very good. Jeffrey Springs, though, on the other hand, no earned runs to the Yankees. That's really impressive. But again, look, left-handed pitching. That's why. And then Houston, 4 earned runs. 8 earned runs against the Toronto Raptors. That's not Toronto Blue Jays. That's not good. So it likes Texas still in the money line. Texas first 5, under. I don't know. I mean, obviously under in this ballpark is definitely always very dangerous. But it looks like second best for hitting. I don't know. I don't think Mackenzie Gore shut down this team. And even if Jeffrey Springs does well, that bullpen's not very good. So see where the odds are. Yeah, I lean Texas money line. I don't have a lot of faith with, and I don't have a lot of faith with Jeffrey Springs either. But Texas Rangers, I think their bats can wake up again here. But we'll see how they do because, the reason why is that, let's see, against left-handed pitching, they have not done great, and neither has the Athletics. So that's the reason why it likes the under. But let's see how these teams do. It's again a small even though I did bag on the Yankees, such a big, small sample size, guys. Let's see how they do here, all right? But I lean with the Rangers. I still think they have the better bullpen, just as good bats, and maybe the starting pitching for the Mackenzie Gore is not bad, but we'll see. I've seen him blown up before, so I'm a little scared to go back him here. But all right, in the next game, see, we're almost done, guys. We got the last game on the board, the final game. I think this is my feature game once again. I don't know what it is, but we got the New York Mets against the Los Angeles Dodgers. Noah McLean against Yoshi Yamamoto. So I have McLean in a prop, and I'm just going to talk about it just because, he's a very good starter, bro. Adam, they did, let's see, what was it? I forgot what game I had, but I had him on outs. He got I had him over 17.5 outs. He only got 16 here. Didn't get the against the Giants. But he pitched very well, bro. Like, I mean, he did extremely well. He just had a few guys on base. I mean, he gave up an earned run. He had a bunch of guys on base. That's why they took him out, because they were winning. So I get it. But he's a really good. He has had all 3 quality starts, even though he didn't win here. But didn't get a win here. The bats didn't back him up. But Noah McLean is a good starter, though. But he will be facing probably the best hitting team in the MLB. But let's see how Yamamoto is, though. Yamamoto so far in the season, 2026, 2 earned runs, 1 earned run against the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know, man. I mean, like, massive. I got to go all the way to the top right here. Let's see. Yamamoto, see, they're ace. 2 aces. It likes the Dodgers first 5 or the Dodgers money line, I'm pretty sure. First 5 money line game. I mean, it likes the under because both guys are so good. Look, let's want to go see mine. So Dodgers minus 190 on the money line. That's interesting. It's just the hitting, bro. Look at the hitting. 182 WRC plus. The bullpen may be better here. I think the pitching might be a wash. Maybe Noah McLean just as good. Just the bats, bro. The difference in the bats is so drastic. It's the reason why the Dodgers are just going to be the favorites in almost every game they play. And, you know, the starter, man, Yamamoto, one of the best pitchers in the game. Let's see how he does here. Let's see how he's done in his history. He's done pretty good historically against this Mets team. They have not seen Noah McLean here. At least the Dodgers have not. So that could be an advantage either way. But, yeah, man, I rock with the Dodgers once again. I don't know if I want to lay the price, though. I'm not as confident in the first 5 this time. See, because I did the run line. I don't want to lay minus 128. I'll probably skip this, to be honest. But, yeah, man, I still would rock with the Dodgers, though. To me, it's Dodgers. I think Yamamoto's the better starter. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if, like, Noah McLean only 1 or 2 in runs. So you're going to be stressing that first 5 if you do get the run line, or if you lay a lot of the juice for that first 5 money line. But for sure, as the game goes on, I would maybe say the Mets have slightly the better bullpen. You can see it right here in the stats. But, yeah, man, I mean, look, it's the bats, Dodgers. But, all right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to pull out I'm going to do it randomly. So let's see. All right, right here, guys. So what I do is we go right here into this giveaway. I give away the free daily card to someone who liked and commented on our last video. So let me just go on my YouTube. What you got to do is click the winner right here. So thank you so much who commented. If you want to be a part of the next giveaway, make sure you leave a comment and subscribe. And the winner of the free daily card is Tempe FC 6305. If this is you, man, shoot me, I guess I don't have Instagram right now, but shoot me a DM on my Telegram. I'll put the free Telegram down below. Just shoot me a message there, and I get you your free daily card, bro. But if you see this and you comment once again, I'll make sure to reach out to you to get you your link. Guys, thank you so much once again. It's been Jason from The Law Talk. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good luck.